Hey, this is Coach Troy and welcome to this endurance tip. Today I want to talk about your training schedule and following a regimented training schedule and the value in doing that, and also the importance of self-awareness for any athlete. So I'm training now because I'm going to be hopefully racing next year. Just recently turned 40, so I'm excited about getting back into the race scene again. Busy schedule though, like everyone else. So trying to fit some training in with normal life, job, family, you know, all that kind of stuff. And I haven't really trained with any structure now for many years because I haven't raced competitively for many years. But I just started recently, and already it's great because I see my fitness starting to take a step up, which is exciting to see in only a couple weeks. It's amazing what intervals do, first of all. You put structured interval training into your schedule after doing a lot of steady state work, lower heart rate training, then you boost in, pop in the intervals. It's just amazing. Power output's higher, my leg speed's better on the run. It's just really interesting. But one thing I want to mention is, I write training schedules for athletes and have for over 15 years. And one thing I think is really important to remember, and I remind my athletes of this often, is that even though your training schedule tells you to do something on a particular day, if you don't feel up to it, if your body's not ready for it, if you just don't have it that day, you have to modify your schedule. You just can't listen to the schedule because it's written down on paper, okay? Just because your coach, whoever it is, however good they are, says that you need to do an interval workout on Thursday, for example, it doesn't mean that you do it if your legs aren't there to do it. It's really important that you listen to your body, and the more that you can develop that self-awareness and understanding of your recovery cycle and what certain workouts do to your recovery, the better you're going to become as an athlete. So what you need to do is to use your coach's training template or their program as just that, a template, that you then communicate with your coach to modify as needed. So here's an example. This past week I did a really hard hill repeat workout on the bike along with some sprints. So a good power and strength workout. My hill repeat workout, it was one of high power output for 90 to 120 second reps with about that same amount of recovery. I also did some really high intensity sprints on about a minute to 2 minutes recovery. Overall, maybe about 12 to 15 minutes worth of hard work, okay, in about an hour workout. Real hard work, like at the very upper level of my power threshold. And the workout felt great, and I felt great that day, the rest of that day. Tired, the legs were tired, but I felt good. I recovered well. I took in my carbohydrates, my protein right away. I did everything the right way, okay? But the next day, my legs were just not there, but I wanted to do an aerobic endurance workout on the bike the next day as well as run, but the legs just weren't there. I'm like, what is going on here? So what I did is I modified my training, and I basically went out on an easy Zone 2, low-end Zone 2 workout, spinning cadence around 85 to 95 RPMs, low power, low watts on the bike, and I went out for about 45 minutes to an hour just to keep the legs loose, okay? So instead of doing that higher end workout, I backed it off and I did a low intensity workout. But my point is, had I tried to do a higher intensity workout, I never would have been able to accomplish my goals anyway, my power goals, hitting those zones. It never would have happened because my legs just weren't there for it. So the point is, you need to make sure that you adjust your schedule depending on how you're feeling and how you're recovering. It makes no sense whatsoever to try to do quality work if you don't have the legs for it, or if your heart rate can't get elevated. It doesn't make any sense. It's not going to benefit you. You're better off having a recovery type day, active recovery workout, or maybe even a day off entirely, okay? That's a really important thing to remember as an athlete if you want to continually get stronger. So that's my tip for today. Until next time, train safe and train smart.